Okay, so we're going to look at a couple finer points on this cow catcher off his shot. So he came in, I've stalled him for the moment, and he is trying to drive and trying to get his knees under him and reach. And it's a mistake for him to reach like this. So there are different ways of doing the cow catcher. There's what I call a kneeling one, and there's a running one, where you're up on your feet. So when I'm here like this, if he reaches up, I initially get this one here, my underhook, just under his arm and across this part of his upper back. But if he's driving and trying to come out, I want to shoot this to here. If I can get my hand across to his opposite hip now that's torquing his shoulder even more. All right? And I can run him down that way. Now I don't necessarily have an overhook here. I'm going to reach through and I'm going to trap his head. You'll notice I'm coming under and just bringing my hand close to my chest, like this. You want to come around to this side to see this. Like this. All right? You could also grab his chin if you wanted. You can be here like this, and it still will torque his head. So I can run him down that way by being on my feet, just drive him across. Okay? And that's a more ballistic way of doing it. That's if I can overpower him and drive at that angle and turn him over as I do it. It's sort of a steamroller kind of move. But if he's very strong in his drive when I'm here, then I shoot this across. I still got his head, but my left leg posts. It allows me to be more like the bullfighter if he's going to be the bull, if he's driving. I've got his head. Now I can still turn him over. All right? And what I have initially is his head trapped, as well as having the underhook. And in wrestling, it'd be used as a pinning combination. But I'm not interested in pinning him. I'm going to let his head out so that I can hit, or so that I can do something else. Maybe set up an arm lock or choke. So from here again, when he came in, like this, initially he might have shot and I might have forced his head down like this. And then he's reaching up, and I shoot this across. My right knee comes down, and I can trap his head so that I can keep his arm going this way and his head going this way. You're affecting the same kind of torque you would do in a quarter Nelson. All right? This comes up in a lot of different ways in wrestling. So I've got his head trapped so that I can turn his shoulders and tilt him over. All right? But the way we land, his head is still trapped here. All right? And I'll let that go so that I can now commence the hitting, trapping the arm, elbow, etc. So once again, we're seeing where you take something that's very useful in wrestling. It's also useful in MMA, but you want to make certain modifications. But take into account the fact that when a person, you get a lot of guys that will shoot in for a double, and they don't know what to do once you stuff their takedown. And if they reach up, they're giving away an underhook, and you can use that to turn them over.